Hi everyone, I'm Jim Crawford, and welcome to Pop Sugar Live in Central Wisconsin. Now, this is a special edition episode. Today on the show, we're going to talk about fashion and how it looks. But right now, it is time for a Pop Sugar Live in Wisconsin. It starts right now. Welcome everyone to Pop Sugar Live here in Central Wisconsin. I'm your host, Jim Crawford. Today's topic on the show is fashion. Women and kids of all ages love fashion. But what's the difference? There is no difference. Because women and children are not the same as they age. So, that right there is a different story. And there's nothing we can do to solve the problem. Now, if you excuse me, my camera's moving. That's a little much better. Sorry about that, guys. As women and children age, their style changes completely. Well, it's not the same between a child and a woman. As you girls grow older, and you adults grow older, women and children will not have the same style as they looked before. This is after you age. The same goes for elderly people. They don't look the same either. Why do elderly people not look the same? They're too old for fashion stuff. Fashion is supposed to be for younger people, not elderly. So, yeah, think about that. We are signing off right now. So, I hope you enjoyed this little mini-series of Pop Sugar Live in Central Wisconsin. Come back next time. I'm Jim Crawford, reporting.
Here she comes now, saying morning, morning. Well, shoot 'em down, turn around, come on, hold it.
Tomorrow on the next Pop Sugar Live from Central Wisconsin. On episode 2, we are going to talk about home and gardening. That's tomorrow on Pop Sugar Live from Central Wisconsin with your host, me, Jim Crawford.
New Fresh Step with the power of Febreze. Odor control worth celebrating.
And I would do anything for love. Oh, I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love. But I won't do that. No. No, I won't do that. Or that. Or this. No. Not this. Definitely not this. No, I just won't do. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It's burning my eyes. Just not what you are thinking of. It hurts, but I kinda like it.
Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. So that's our loyalty program. You're automatically enrolled, and the longer you stay, the more rewards you get.
Great.
Oh.
I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you.
Isn't there a simpler way to explain the loyalty program?
Yes.
Standing by you from day one. Now that's progressive.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget, like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. Dollar per dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Milk, 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 milk.
Okay, phone's over. Thirsty?
You said it would make me cool.
They don't sound cool to me.
Guess not.
You gotta stick up for yourself. Like with the Name Your Price tool. People tell us their budget, not the other way around. Aren't you lactose intolerant?
This isn't lactose, it's milk.
$1931 was not exactly a great year to start a business, but that's when Allstate opened its doors. And through the 12 recessions since, they've noticed that after the fears subside, a funny thing happens. People start enjoying the small things in life. A home-cooked meal, time with loved ones, appreciating the things we do have, the things we can count on. It's back to basics. And the basics are good. Protect them. Put them in good hands. In the last year, we've learned a lot. We've learned that meatloaf and Jenga can actually be more fun than reservations and box seats. That who's around your TV is more important than how big it is. That the most memorable vacations can happen 10 feet from your front door. That cars aren't for showing how far we've come, but for taking us where we want to go. We've learned that the best things in life don't cost much at all. And at Allstate, they don't cost much to protect. So protect them. Put them in good hands.
I'm Jim Crawford, and welcome to episode 2 of Pop Sugar Live from Central Wisconsin. Today's topic is home and gardening. We are live on location from the garage of my home in Clover, Wisconsin. So, our topic is home and gardening. That's all straight ahead on Pop Sugar Live on right now. Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Pop Sugar Live from Central Wisconsin. As you can see here, we're live from the garage of my house in Clover, Wisconsin. Now our topic is home and gardening. I'll sorry about the camera angle, guys. Let me fix that for a sec. There we go. That's better. Home and gardening is what you do at home in your garden. Your own garden, not someone else's. Which explains the fact that when you're gardening at home, in your own garden, not someone else's, unless you have permission, you do things your way. If that someone wants to do things their way, they can do it in their own garden. So, regardless of the fact that home and gardening is very important, and that's why we bring the show here. And on top of that, the way that we see it, when you're gardening at home, I'm sorry about the camera shaking, guys. There you go. When you're gardening at home, you stick to your own yard. Don't go into someone else's unless you have their permission and approval. Now, the fact is, you can garden anything. You can garden vegetables, fruits, if you're a farmer, or plants, if you're a planter. And mind you, your garden is your garden. If it's someone else's, leave it alone unless you have their permission. So, remember that. Stick to your own yard, unless you have someone's permission to garden in their yard. And always stay alert at what you do. Water your plants once a day, daily, or they will die if you put too much water in them. And stick with the plan. And never do things without someone's permission in their own yard. Stick to your own yard, not someone else's, unless you have their permission. And remember this, always stick out of trouble. And stick with the plan you have. and stay out of trouble or someone else's yard. I'm sorry about the background, guys, but our fire detector is beeping. Anyway, we are signing off right now. I'm Jim Crawford for Pop Sugar Live, Episode 2, Home and Gardening. Come back next time. We'll see you on the next episode of Pop Sugar Live. Of Pop Sugar Live in Central Wisconsin. Stay tuned for a preview of the next episode after these infomercials.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
And now my journey across the country's brought me to the lovely city of Boston. Cheers. And seeing as it's such a historic city, I'm sure they'll appreciate that Geico's been saving people money for over 75 years. Oh dear, I've dropped my tea into the Boston Harbour. I guess this party's over.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Let's go.
Some things just go together, like auto and home insurance. Bundle them together at Progressive, and you save big on both. Hey, it's me! And there's my dog! There's my steps! I should stop talking. Perfectly paired savings. Now that's Progressive.
Right on cue.
It's more than just a meal. It's Meow Mix Mealtime. With wholesome ingredients and irresistible taste, no wonder it's the only one cats ask for by name.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget. Like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. And saving money with Allstate doesn't stop there. Kim and James are what you might call overly protective, especially behind the wheel. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, Allstate gives them a bonus twice a year for being safe drivers. Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
I head in your direction. I'll meet you halfway there.
Flavors this delicious are worth searching for. Friskies, feed the senses.
Today's charter tip, bring your shows with you. Watching TV on the couch is great. Watching on the go is even better. As a charter customer, you can do this right now. Just download the apps from networks like HBO, CNN, and TNT at charter.net. Then watch them on your iPad, iPhone, or iPod Touch. Freedom to watch your shows on your time. One more way Charter puts you in control. Go to charter.net/tips to get started today.
Next weekend on Pop Sugar Live, we're gonna talk about Earth and what grows on it. That's next weekend on Pop Sugar Live from Central Wisconsin. The talented version of our show, Pop Sugar Live in Central Wisconsin, has returned us here in my office at home of Plover, Wisconsin. I'm Jim Crawford, and coming up on Pop Sugar Live in Central Wisconsin, we're going to talk about Earth and how it looks. All that is straight ahead, but right now it is time for Pot Sugar Live in Central Wisconsin, Episode 3. Our discussion is Earth. And it starts right now. Welcome everyone to Episode 3 of Pot Sugar Live in Central Wisconsin. I'm Jim Crawford, your host. And today's discussion is about Earth and how it looks. If you'll excuse me a sec, I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. That is much better. Sorry about that. Now, we're going to keep track of the time. And right now, we're doing good. Now, what does Earth look like from outer space? That answer, pretty small. It's pretty small if you look at far distance from outer space. Where do scientists get that from? Well, scientists get that from everyone. Yep, everyone gets that idea. And now, well, I'm sorry about the camera guys, a little more adjustment. There you go. And now, it is the right time that we continue the discussion. Now, outer space is different because there's more planets than there is Earth. One of those planets is Pluto, but right now it's a dead planet because it was too small to live. A few years ago, Pluto, the planet, died back in 2010 when it was discovered as a dead planet. Now that was one awful, sad story. And astronauts and scientists discovered that Pluto was too small to live. And there's nothing they can do to fix the problem. So that's that. We are going to take a quick 2-minute break. We shall return after this.
All day long, I've been trying to catch you. Oh, and if I ever catch you, oh, I won't let go.
Bring the thrill of the catch straight to their bowl with Friskies Seafood Sensations. Now with new shrimp flavor. Friskies, feed the senses.
Oh, 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 let's go. Oh, 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 oh,
just go together. Like auto and home insurance. Bundle them together at Progressive, and you save big on both. Hey, it's me! And there's my dog! There's my steps! I should stop talking. Perfectly paired savings. Now that's Progressive.
Today's charter tip, bring your shows with you. Watching TV on the couch is great. Watching on the go is even better. As a charter customer, you can do this right now. Just download the apps from networks like HBO, CNN, and TNT at charter.net. Then watch them on your iPad, iPhone, or iPod Touch. Freedom to watch your shows on your time. One more way Charter puts you in control. Go to charter.net/tips to get started today.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget, like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. And saving money with Allstate doesn't stop there. Kim and James are what you might call overly protective, especially behind the wheel. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, Allstate gives them a bonus twice a year for being safe drivers. Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Welcome back. We have a real treat for you today. Starting this next upcoming week, Wednesday, we are going to start a weekly POPSUGAR Live from Central Wisconsin Wednesday weekly episode series. It will follow our Saturday edition of POPSUGAR Live from Central Wisconsin, our original series, and there will be more entertainment on our Wednesday series than there is on our Saturday weekend series. So tune in this Wednesday for POPSUGAR Live from Central Wisconsin weekly Wednesday episode special series. Premieres this next week Wednesday. And it will be hosted by me, Jim Crawford. I hope you can join us. And I hope you have a good time watching the show. Speaking of which, we are almost out of time. I hope this episode helped you a lot. And we'll bring in more news later this week. And I hope things go well for you, and I hope you have a safe weekend, and enjoy your day. And yeah, that is the general idea. So yeah, that is that. Thank you for watching. We will see you on the premiere of our Wednesday series, the new POPSUGAR Live from Central Wisconsin, weekly Wednesday special. I'm Jim Crawford. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
I want to know, where are you tonight? Tonight. I want to know, where are you tonight?
3 beautiful weddings.
I do.
One big problem.
None of us are legally married.
You never know what's meant to be.
Maybe we should just stay single. Erin is not your wife.
A problem I intend to correct. Marry me? Again?
Naomi Judd, Danielle Panabaker, the Hallmark Channel original movie, Nearlyweds. On Hallmark Channel, the heart of TV.
This upcoming Wednesday on POPSUGAR Live weekly Wednesday special edition series, we're going to talk about romance and how it looks. That's this Wednesday on POPSUGAR Live with your host, me, Jim Crawford.